All right, family. What y'all come up with? Shana? Shana. Any other variables out there? Shana? Shana. Awesome work. Those still learning, we start from the right side. As soon as you stress, say on Shana. So those still learning, we start on the right side of the page, and we start with that glyph that looks like we turn that into, we say it's an E on his back, but it's two front teeth, and then the second glyph looks like a crooked staff or snake. That's the na sound you hear, and then the last sound you hear is the man with his hands raised, is the ha, and it's a simple shana, and that's how simple our language is. Anybody want to take a stab at the possibilities, how this could be processed as a Shemitic person or a person from the ancient world? Anybody?
Yeah, I'll take a stab at it. I just process join to the life-giving spirit.
That's great. That's great. Y'all see how you did that? Join, he said, join to the life-giving spirit. Break it down how you got that, Ann.
Yeah, so looking at the two front teeth, the sha, one of the, I guess, connotations could be pair. So that just got me in the mind frame of thinking like join to. And then the na, a connotation for that could be life. And then the ha, spirit. So yeah, just being paired or joined with the life-giving spirit.
That's an excellent way to process that. And depending on the context of the sentence, that could fit the context. That's the beauty about our language. We could use you have to know the generation I come from. You got to know the area, just like Greensboro may have different slang than High Point. You got to know what block I'm on, because I know like some blocks you can't say certain words. You got to turn certain words into those of you who are, culture, you understand what I'm saying? Like if you're on a blood set, you can't say no words with B's on. Do y'all know that? If you're on a blood block, C's on. You gotta put every B, you gotta turn into a C word.
No, you say it in reverse. Reverse. So it's married cousin, I say buzz up.
Buzz up. Yeah. So the Bloods won't say no C words. And vice versa, the Crips won't say no B words. So you know how we say happy birthday?
Yeah, for real.
We say happy birthday. A Crip won't say happy birthday.
G-Day.
A Crip won't say happy G-Day. So that's how it is in our language. You got to know the city I come from. You got to know the tribe I come from. You got to know the area I come from. And I may be processing that in different ways. That makes sense? That's how our language is. Verge?
I feel like I'm starting to come around a little bit, just even starting it. And I was asking him about, sometimes when you do it without the context, I guess, it's like you can't be wrong, but it's kind of like, I was trying to, there's been a few times where there was a negative connotation behind it or a positive connotation. Yeah. So I just feel like it seems broad, but I guess you're going to be narrowing it down when you're specifically pulling it out the script.
Yeah. So every time we build a word, I know how you're using it by the context. Like even your vocal inflection. If me and you were somewhere and you said, Shalom, I could tell by your vocal, you're greeting me. And then you can say the same word like shalom. Like our vocal inflections, our facial expressions, it's the same in our language. So his breakdown was correct, but I'm gonna process it a different way, but it wasn't wrong how you processed that. And just like you said, he processed this as a positive joint to the spirit, but you can also take that separated from the spirit. Because the teeth, with the two front teeth, you separate your meat. So that's just the power of our language. But you're gonna know the context as we all come back home, we'll know how we're using the words. So that's a great job, man. Any other ways to process Shana?
I had pretty much similar to what Anthony had. I had joined and established to the spirit of the Most High.
Joining to establish the spirit of the Most High.
Yeah, joined and established.
And established. Yeah. Awesome. Anybody else out there? Any other ways? So for some reason, I don't know. I don't even know why we're doing this. The Most High just have put it in my spirit. The way I chose this word randomly, the first word that came up to my scroll, I said, okay, we're going to do that today. So the way that I'll process this word is, like Aunt said, the two front teeth. Sometimes you can process the two front teeth as pair, or also to repeat, to double, because your two front teeth are supposed to be identical. So you can use the shy as repeating or doubling something. Our word for two is shanya, because two, I double what I had. So shanya is two, because the two front teeth is double. So the way I'm processing this is shana separation or repeat the seeds that's being revealed. Because we're agricultural people, our planting season controls our year. So we know what type of year it is by what's coming up. Even if you hadn't planted nothing in your field, you got some leftover seeds from the last harvest. So you'll know what's supposed to be going on by the seeds in the ground. So Shana for us in this context, the separation or repeat of the seeds being planted or being revealed is year. This is the Hebrew word for year, Shana. That makes sense? That makes sense. So for us, Shana means year. The pagans say year, we say Shana. It's the repeat of the seeds being established or being revealed for year. Any comments or questions about Shana? And like I said, I don't know. I'm not even live right now. I don't know why we're doing this. I'm just trying to be obedient. And all you guys are you're coming back to your roots, and we're finding out week by different people, this exercise coming back to our original language is very necessary to understand what's going on in this Bible. We're having conversations with people, and you just got to let them go. Like you're saying, Paul said, it's like, you don't even know what Paul really said. And you got to put what Paul said, what they're telling you Paul said, you got to be able to put it back into this language to get to the true meaning of what's in these texts. So that's why we do this exercise. That's Sharash Ibar for today. Any comments or questions about Shana?
I was just thinking about something. So our new year starts on the Passover, right?
It doesn't start on the Passover. It starts on the new moon. Passover is the 14th day of the year, of the new year.
Okay, I got you. But they're in the same vicinity.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Passover only 14 days into the year, new year.
Okay. So I don't know. We might have to talk after class. I mean, when I saw this, I was thinking about when you say year, I was thinking about because the shy also is to eat, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk after class. Yeah, I'm about to go a whole nother way.
It's definitely multiple ways to process it. Again, it's always, you're going to know the context by the sentence. So you're going to know the context by the sentence. If I put this in a full sentence, you would know I'm using it as year, opposed to being joined to the spirit of life. And you would know, once we become fully Israelites, we'll read that sentence and we'll know how that word is being used.
Well, that's what I told Bird. He said, how do you know which ones to choose? I said, right now, we don't know. Just positive or negative. But if we had like the paragraph maybe that you drew from, then we would have a better idea.
So what we've been doing these past couple of years is just restoring our Israelite minds. So we're concrete people and we're not abstract. Now we see everyone starting to get it. Now we can start building phrases and sentences so we could be somewhere to the movies or bowling and we just talking like, yeah, shut up. You know what I mean? It's like, we put it on with sticks. How they do us. That's our goal. We want to be able to be in public, speaking our language, and no one's like, what language is that? Like, that's your language, you know, so